Here's the updated content. Title: My CBSE Class 10th Exam Experience, The Thrill and Tension. Intro. Before the big day, I had an extraordinary power. I could revise and study all day, every day. 23 days before the exam, I tapped into this hidden reservoir of focus and determination. I started studying 2 months before the boards, convinced that I could get good marks. My parents were optimistic, often remarking, "Rola can definitely do it." They had faith in me, and I was determined not to let them down. The emotional first day. On the first day of the exam, my grandparents were emotional. They came to wish me luck, their eyes filled with hope and expectation. They believed in me, and I could sense their anxiety. As I prepared to leave for the exam center, they blessed me, praying for my success. It was a moment that touched my heart, and I felt a surge of determination to make them proud. The exam day. I reached the exam center early, and the atmosphere was electric. Friends were discussing last-minute tips, while others looked anxious. The toppers seemed calm and collected, but I knew they had put in the hard work. As I entered the exam hall, my heart was racing. The invigilators checked our hall tickets and we were given our papers. The questions were randomly arranged, so everyone had a unique set of questions. It was a fair and transparent process, with no chance of copying. The exam experience. As the exam began, I felt a surge of adrenaline. The bilingual format of the paper with questions in both Hindi and English was a huge help. I focused on solving the questions to the best of my ability, and before I knew it, the time was up. The aftermath. When the exam ended, I felt a wave of relief wash over me. I had given it my best shot, and now it was time to wait for the results. As I walked out of the exam hall, my parents were waiting for me, beaming with pride. We discussed the exam, and I felt a sense of accomplishment. The unexpected encounter. As I was leaving the exam center, I ran into some acquaintances from a nearby coaching institute. They were promoting their institute and offering tips for the next paper. It was a bit overwhelming, but I politely declined their offers and headed home with my parents. Conclusion. That's my experience of the first day of the CBSE Class 10th exams. It was a roller coaster of emotions, but I'm proud of myself for staying focused and giving it my best shot. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel Rola #1 for study tips and exam advice.